Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Summer House Martha's Vineyard Season 2, Episode 7.
Listen, thank y'all for watching this series with us. I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. Our goal is to get to 1,500 subscribers. I think we can do that before the summer really kicks in this year. I think we could get there before August. I hope we could get there before August. Last time I gave y'all a goal, y'all fell flat on y'all faces, you know what I mean, and disappointed my wife. Okay, you ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Walk us through this, please.
So it is 2:13 in the morning.
Yes.
Summer tells Noelle that she can't be her anchor, that she needs to rely on Shanice and Bria to be her anchor for this friend group.
Huh?
Noelle is asking, well, girl, how are you doing? Like, you don't seem okay. Like, how are you? Mm-hmm. And Summer says that she has a problem with Bria, making her feel like she's crazy. Mm-hmm. She's like, look, I just been drinking. Like, I just want to go to bed.
That would have been like, oh, okay, you're drunk. But I'm very interested in why Noelle felt the need to have a conversation with someone who she knows is drunk, out of their mind.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. Something that happened that if you watch last episode, Summer said, don't touch me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give her bail before I, take it away later on in the episode. Mm-hmm. She said, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Noelle went and chased after her.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? Touching her. That's how Noelle ended up getting her chest checked. You get what I'm saying? Like, move, get off me. I told you in the room, hey, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
Well, Jordan and Jasmine are asking Summer what happened.
Yeah.
And this is the next day. Summer says that she's just exhausted. This is the same night. Mm-hmm. And they go in to check on her. She says she's exhausted. Jordan comforts her and hugs her. And then Summer starts laughing, talking about she liked Jordan's wig.
Yeah. So. I find it very interesting because we know that Summer, Jordan, and Preston are friends. They are a tripod.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? But the day before, she was talking about, I'm jealous of basically Bria, Shanice, and Noelle, maybe not to include Noelle since she's newer, in their friendship because it's lighter, right? But when she's crying, running amok, you get what I'm saying? Who's there to comfort her? Her heavy friend. You get what I'm saying? And when I say heavy, I'm talking about like, Jordan's going through her thing. She losing her hair. And Preston, his father, just died. As if, I don't think these people, and I could be wrong, put it in the comments below if y'all feel this way. Even though I feel like they probably share their problems, I don't see them dumping it on Summer or with the intention to dump it on Summer intentionally.
No.
I think they just figured we're friends and like we're older, so we're going to do things. So
yeah, and we're going to talk about what we're going through.
That's what I would do with my other friends. You know what I'm saying? So I find it very interesting that this friend that Summer feel like she has to be there for while she going through some things is there rubbing her back and comforting her because she's drunk.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? One person needs real comfort. The other person just needs to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
So it's the next morning.
Yeah.
Nick is heading to a race. He found that there was a 5K on the island, so he signed up for it. And he's used to running 5Ks. He said he's run 10 marathons in the past. Mm-hmm. He also has people coming in from out of town. Today is going to be his event day that he's hosting.
I think his lady's supposed to be coming in too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So things got too wild for Natalie last night. Yeah. She's talking to Amir and saying that she just isn't here for that type of behavior.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what type of behavior she's talking about. I don't know if she's talking about Summer flipping out. I feel like she was in her room by that time. Or just folks enjoying the party. So I don't get where Natalie's coming from. I'm not feeling her.
Well, she said, like, the party was cool, but and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, what did you thought you was coming into when you wanted to visit? You get what I'm saying? Or when Amir invited you to visit? Did you thought everybody was going to be, what's the word? I don't want to say vacation is a time for people to act immature, but it's a party show. Yeah. It's a show or it's a vacation where, listen here, it's a getaway. And we're going to act outside of our corporate America, you get what I'm saying, ways. Nothing that would jeopardize our jobs, but it's just like, we're not so wound up uptight. That's what I thought when Natalie was talking. Yeah. Some would say, and I would say, Natalie, you kind of set yourself up for this. You came on the scene basically with the women feeling like, yeah, Natalie is kind of, you know what I'm saying, she ain't my favorite cup of tea, right? and because Natalie was kind of cold shouldered them kind of a little bit when they first met back in Bravo, wherever they was for a Bravo event. It just comes off as if you're acting like a Karen to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I'm not gonna go with the other word.
Okay.
The word that makes me dig for my dashiki under the table.
Okay.
You know? But I'm saying it's like Karen. It's like, did it need to be said? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Some things you say to kind of plant seeds in other people's head. Kind of like, because saying that to Amir, I translated that as, you really shouldn't hang around them.
Yeah.
Because, they get a little, and I'm like, I don't know, Natalie. Mm-hmm. But let's continue. Because Natalie want to be on the show, and she and she trying to sow discord amongst the brethren.
Yeah.
And so let's keep going.
Well, Summer, she's in a confessional. She says last night it was just a drunk, angry situation. Mm-hmm. She's feeling regretful for the hurt that she's caused people. Mm-hmm. And she plans to have some conversations with folks today to kind of smooth things over.
What are your thoughts on that, Blair?
I am glad she came to the realization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that she's not just waking up the next day and acting like nothing happened. So I can appreciate that. But I do think that Summer should have took some preemptive measures to not wild out the way that she was. Like, mm-hmm. her temper is like crazy. Mm-hmm. And I think the alcohol, like she said, doesn't help. But I mean, even the situations with Jordan that she was having popping off at Jordan, like, well, why can Jordan get to be this way and I don't get to be this way? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, Summer, I don't know if she compares herself to people or if she really is just a jealous person, but it just seems like she's in constant comparison mode and what she would want. She wants these people's type of friendship. She wants to be able to act out the way Jordan does. So I'm just like, it seems like Summer is just uncomfortable, of course, with the things she's dealing with in life, but it just seems herself. Like she's not, I don't know if she's not comfortable being herself or she feels like other people have better standing. I don't understand where she's coming from with all this anger.
I think you almost hit it on the head. I think it's somewhere in this proximity. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I think you're close. Okay. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go with your answer for now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to wait till someone give us more evidence about herself. Mm-hmm. But I do find it very interesting that she always put herself in a situation to where comparison. Let's go with that word for now. Yeah. Because even when the first episode of how she blurted out the whole Alex thing, I was like, that seemed kind of off. Yeah. That seemed like someone who doesn't have any esteem about themselves. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I think you're on to something, detective. Okay. I think you're on to something. Let's keep going.
So Alex and Noelle, they're talking over breakfast. Yeah. She tells him that they stayed up till 5 a.m. And Noelle knew that Summer was drunk. Alex says that we just need to stop excusing people's drunk behavior. Preston also agrees.
I can agree and disagree at the same time. Right? I think when it comes to people's drunk behavior, I think it's easy for them to say that we can't excuse people because they're drunk. It's because I don't know about Alex, but Preston, they probably be drinking and they probably like, I control my alcohol.
Yeah, so I think Alex said he don't really drink.
Yeah, so if Alex drinking anything, he's sipping, but I really haven't seen Alex drink anything. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go off of Alex's perspective of drunk. Sober people don't like being around drunk people. Yeah. Right?
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah. But Preston, I think Preston is coming from a point of, hey, I drink too. Mm-hmm. And I'm not out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? There is something to a maturity with drinking that that you shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody. But at the same time, like I said, I'm going to take Summer's bail eventually in this episode. But for right now, Noelle shouldn't have touched her. Yeah. Noelle, she said, don't touch me. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do agree in some factors with Preston and Alex.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with what they're saying, that you don't just need to excuse people's drunk behavior, but I think it's worth a conversation first. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's worth saying, hey, in which Summer is going to be going around. She ended up leaning over and listening to their conversation over breakfast over the rails or whatever.
The balcony, yep.
Yeah. So, but my thing is like, sometimes people drink too much. They are in their feelings. Like, stuff like that happens. But if it's to the point where it's really damaging to your friendship or relationship, then I think it's worth saying, hey, like, you really did wild out yesterday and it hurt my feelings. I get you were drunk, but maybe you need to stop drinking or chill out a little bit. So I think it's worth a conversation versus just being like, well, we ain't gonna F with you because of how you acted last night. Facts. You know? So
do you think it's a conversation that should be had one-on-one, or it should be like a house conversation?
I think one-on-one. I think it can be a little overwhelming for everybody to come at her and air their grievances. And plus, Bria, she be heavy-handed with stuff. So I think that she could stand to go one-on-one when she ends up doing to have these conversations. Number one, so she can address each person like individual offense. And also so that she doesn't get overwhelmed and get defensive, which I think Summer's reaction is to a lot of things, is she gets overwhelmed and defensive.
Okay, so, that's fair. That's fair.
So Bria is telling Natalie how Summer was trying to fight her the night before. She gives her the rundown of what happened. Nick finishes 5th place in his...
Hold on, stop right there. Say it again. You said Bria was telling Natalie Summer was trying to fight her.
Yeah.
Why Bria going to Natalie?
I think Natalie was asking her, like, what happened, because I think she heard all the commotion. So she's asking Bria while they're outside, like, cleaning up and stuff, like, what happened yesterday?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Let me try to connect the dots, right? I don't know this whole thing of, interracial relationships, I guess, right? You have Bria with her German white male. You have Amir with Natalie and things like that. I don't like the whole, like, Natalie getting the tea from, like, people's problems who are the main cast.
Okay.
You are a guest. Dude, you get what I'm saying? If you want some tea, let your man or the person who brought you tell you. You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
You don't go outside the person that you're there for and, like, basically just going around and getting tea. You didn't go around when you first showed up to say hi to everybody. Everybody had to come to you. So I don't like that whole idea of, like, hey, what happened last night?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you want to be here for the drama, but you don't want to be friendly with people. And
Come
stuff.
on now.
Yeah.
Last night was too much for you, but yet you asking questions.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I just didn't like that. You almost made me miss that, but I caught it. You get what I'm saying?
So Nick finishes 5th place in his run.
Yeah.
He reveals to us that he lost his fraternity brother, who was his line brother, who was number 5. And number 5 means a lot to him during this time.
Yeah, he said, I think he mentioned that he ran another race, and he said he just can't get away from that number 5. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So he feels like he felt happy that he came in 5th place. And I'm happy he gave us a backstory on that number. Because I'm like, oh, man, you were so close to the top 3. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, no, he's where you want to be.
You are where you're supposed to be. Exactly.
So Summer pulls Noelle for a chat.
Yeah.
Noelle feels hurt because she feels Summer doesn't like her, but she does like her at the same time. It's like Noelle can't get a good read on Summer.
Hot and cold. Summer
says that she has love for Noelle. She was just angry with Bria, and Noelle was on the receiving end of her anger. Yeah. She said, it really wasn't about you. She says when she gets angry, she just sees red. And Summer doesn't even remember pushing Noelle, but she does apologize for putting hands on Noelle. Noelle said that she thinks it felt deeper. And Summer says that she was already in an elevated state. The alcohol didn't help. Noelle says, you come across as a mean drunk, and she's concerned that something is going on with her. Noelle also felt discarded last night. So Noelle tells Summer, it's okay to say if you're going through something or just saying that you're not all right. Yeah. And as your friend, I'm hurt, but I'm also, I can tell that you're hurt, but I'm also trying to validate my own feelings. Okay. So Noelle tells Summer that she just kind of needs some time, like to kind of cool off from them talking for their friendship for a little bit. And Summer says that she knows when she's hurting, she hurts other people, and that's what she does.
Is it fair for Noelle to judge Summer when Summer was in her drunken state?
I would say no, but I'm not just putting it on Summer's drunken state. Like, Summer's been kind of like short-tempered this whole time.
Teach me.
Like, when she, because they did a flashback of when Noelle and Summer and them were talking, like, by the hot tub, and Summer was just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I guess I was supposed to say, like, I pleasured him so many times, and I made him come so many times, and all this type of stuff. And it's just kind of like, okay, like, what is going on with you? So I think with Noelle, Yeah, so I think with Noelle, it's more so like all these different things building up. You didn't really want to tell me about your relationship with Alex. Like, it just seems like I can't tell if we're good or if we're not. Like I don't know what I'm going to get with you type of thing. So I can definitely respect Noelle saying like, things kind of came to a head last night because you were drunk. But I mean, there were other little things that made me question how you felt about me. Yeah. So, but I do feel like Noelle, Summer's not, I don't think Summer has anything against you. I really think that she is just all over the place internally, but that does not excuse it. And you don't have to be somebody's punching bag because they're jacked up inside. So I agree with Noelle for stepping away.
Yeah. The reason why I asked that is because, and I like your answer, and I agree with 92% of it. Okay. Right. If I was to give my little 8% of just a question to throw out there, when Alex said, "Hey, Noelle, I know we're together in your head, but we're not together, right?" Yeah. And she was in the room and she internalized that to like, her daddy didn't want her and things like that. I wonder, is this just a situation where Noelle feel things and she internalized things just a little too much for me? You know what I'm saying?
Like she might be taking it deeper than it needs to be.
Yeah, because like you telling Alex. And because I go back to that situation and how she was crying over Alex and things like that. She was never with Alex. Alex did not do nothing to hurt that girl. Yeah. Right? Even though Noelle is cool, But the way she took it, I'm like, whoa, you kind of took that rejection and that embarrassment kind of a little too heavy. You on the phone with your mama? Yeah. Dude, you get what I'm saying? So I wonder, friends always... I'm not going to say friends always. Not every friend have these type of discourse. But in some situation, you're going to have some type of riff with your friend. Right? And if I have a riff with my friend, do I always have to say, like, do you like me? I just want to make sure Noelle is not internalizing it too much than what it was. Right. It was a drunken night. You know what I'm saying? Also, I have another question. Can I ask this question, Blair? Sure. How come there's no house meeting about Summer putting her hands on Noelle?
Yeah. When there was with Bria. But I think it's because Bria, caused so much commotion based off of that situation. I mean, she was angry about it. She said she wanted the girl out the house. So to me, that's the clear difference. Noelle was like, I don't necessarily want the girl out the house, but I'm going to cool off on her. I think if Noelle would have reacted the way Bria did, then they probably would have done the same thing. I don't think they were giving favoritism towards Summer more so than the reaction of the person who took offense or who was the victim, whatever, in the situation.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, man, justice for Mariah. Yes. You get what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
Well, Natalie tells Jordan and Donald, so Preston's boyfriend, what happened with Bria and Summer, and how Summer was saying that it's hard being friends with Jordan and Preston. So Natalie's over here stirring the pot.
Hey, this is what I mean by you want to go. Remember, she was having this whole, or at least the way it was sold to us in the show, Amir was basically prepping her for Jordan, basically saying like, me and Jordan just friends, ain't nothing going on and things like that. We even see it in the episode later on during the party as Blair will share with us about, oh, look at Jordan, and she felt some type of way about that, some type of insecurity about that. But now when you showed up to the house, Amir made it a intention, which was weird to me, that everybody come say hi to you. Hey, Natalie's here. Hey, Natalie's here. Even when Jordan was about to go downstairs, Natalie's here. I'm going downstairs. I see her at the event. Yeah. But now you're taking it upon yourself, Natalie, to go speak to Jordan. Yeah. Not know, hi, how did you sleep last night? How's everything?
Right. I enjoyed the event you put on. Nothing like that.
No, exactly. But maybe she didn't enjoy it because just scenes ago she said it was too much. Right. But since it's too much, it's not too much for you to go and say, hey, I heard someone say that it's hard to be your friend. Goodbye. Like, what's your purpose here? What are you trying to cause? Right. And in my opinion, I think you're trying to get a slide on the show.
I agree.
And my thing is, what happened to that confident, Amir may make this much money, but I make $2 million and things like that. What he makes in a year, I make in a month. It just proved my theory that I have about life. No matter where you are in life, everybody wants the ball. It's not enough that Natalie makes more than her boyfriend. It's not enough that Natalie may have a good life outside of whatever she's doing outside of Martha's Vineyard. Amir's on TV, and I want to be on TV. Mm-hmm. And that's what Natalie was basically showing. Like, you want to be on TV. You want to ball.
Yes.
But Karen, we ain't going to let you ball. You get what I'm saying? It's just weird. It was just a weird thing. But
it was.
Did you think anything you want to add to my rant?
No, I feel like you said it all about Natalie. I mean, I'm just like, I really don't have much in me for Natalie because I see right through her. So I'm just kind of like
clear.
I'm just like, there ain't nothing much more to say than she is using this opportunity to try to get on. And I hope that the ladies, and I feel like Jordan handled the situation as well as Preston with Summer well, and the fact that you're not letting somebody running something back to you really change the dynamic of the household or your friendships. So yeah, don't let some little sneaky snake coming in and corrupt the house.
You done wound me up again. Listen, you're a guest.
Yeah. You come in for a couple days and then we got to deal with a fallout. No.
It's not even a couple days. You got here yesterday.
Right.
Maybe the day before. Who knows, right? But you're a guest. So basically, you should be on Amir's hip.
Yeah.
You want to text him, you want to FaceTime him while you're not here. But when you are free to roam around the house, the things you don't say is, hey, how can I, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I was raised differently. You don't come in like, hey, how can I contribute around the house? I'm a guest. I'm in your spot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, how can I contribute? But instead, you don't contribute because you can plant seeds of discord and then leave.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Natalie got me. She got me tight.
Well, Nick comes back.
Yeah.
He wants to have a meeting. Okay. Basically to tell everybody what they can do in order to get the house cleaned up for his event tonight. Mm-hmm. So Bria's upset because she's just like, what do you want me to do? She
I'm not going to help because no one helped me during my event.
And then we see clips of Alex, Nick, and Shanice helping her with her event.
About 3-4 folks was helping her.
So Nick just tells her, just clean up the bathrooms on the main level and pretty much just to get her to go away and do something.
Listen here, Shanice, it don't take two people to clean the bathrooms. Nick just wanted them to go.
Yeah.
Right? If I was Nick, I would be like, Shanice, where you going? You don't got bathrooms. You don't got bathrooms. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Nick says that he didn't get any support at the race.
Okay.
He voiced that he also didn't get any text. So that was a concern for him of basically, y'all didn't support me with this.
We had a talk about this while watching the show.
Yeah.
Do you think Nick's point was valid that, hey, none of y'all came, none of y'all sent a good luck text, even though some people in the cast, mind you, this is the afternoon now.
Yeah.
People are just waking up, right? And even somebody in the cast said, hey, dude, you know what type of night we had last night?
Yeah, that was Noelle. And she was like, we were up to 5 a.m, dealing with Summer.
Dude, you think Nick is valid in his feelings?
Nick is valid in his feelings. However, everybody was up super late last night. Mm-hmm. They were drinking. They're probably sleeping it off. And the races are early in the morning. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I think there were a couple people that were up when he was leaving for his race. But I don't think he should hold them accountable too hard for not supporting him because they did have a late, crazy night and folks were tired. So that's my only thing. But he can voice it, and then maybe in the future they can do better with supporting him. But I really thought these races and things like that, in my head, I compare it to I'm going to a workout class in the morning. This is something that I want to do. It's going to make me feel good. And it's not something that he had planned out weeks ahead that he planned as an activity for the house. This is something that he found out was happening on the island and just signed up for the race. So I'm just as a guest in the house, I would have thought oh, okay, well, yeah, this is something that you wanted to do. So, if I was awake, I would have told him hey, I hope you enjoy your race today. But unless he invited me, I wouldn't think it was a come out and support me to do this thing. I would think you were doing it because this is something that you want to do when you enjoy running races. So
when we was talking about it in real time, I did have the stance of I would go because I'm thinking that I'm already on vacation. It's one thing if you ask me to come from my house, but we're already on vacation. Why won't I go support Nick? But then I sat down and I thought about what you told me.
Oh, okay.
I probably would have been one of the ones that would have not went as well.
Oh, really? You know okay.
Not because I need to know it matters to you. Mm-hmm. like if you told me that it matters to you, I felt like I can pick up on context clues and I would have went.
Yeah.
But if you just said it like in normal conversation, like I'm about to go to the store, I probably would have missed the boat.
Right.
I would have took it on the chin like, dag, I wasn't a good friend. I could have sent you a text. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think I'm with you, Blair. You got to tell me it matters. You know what I mean? And listen, and they was like, thank you for sharing.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I love when people say that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that I didn't do what you needed. And
no, but as your friend, I'm gonna do better next time. Now that I know that that's what you expect.
I only said thank you for sharing. I didn't say I do better next time. Okay, like you're so brave. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was nice to hear. So
okay.
So he's assigning people to clean and set up tables, sound, so everybody's got things they need to do.
Yeah.
And they're asking him, like, where's Tasia? Like, where's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
And he's saying she is on island. So basically, he is giving us these military
He's in major pain.
short responses. Basically, like, boom, 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 boom. This is what we're gonna do. Tasia's on island. She is here. And they're just like, why did you just say she was here? But he's just like, he's in his mode. Okay. And so she's here on the island with her sister, and she's not going to be here long, but he really wants this to be a good experience for her. Yeah. So they also invited some of their friends and family that they hang out with a lot in New York, so that way she can enjoy herself. Because last time she was here, Bria told her that Nick hadn't told anybody he had a girlfriend the first, few days or whatever.
Thank you, Bria.
So when Tasia came, she handled it like a boss. I mean, she definitely handled the situation great, but it was definitely putting Tasia on the spot. So now Bria's upstairs talking trash, talking about Nick needs to hire some help if he want people to clean, because she ain't gonna clean nothing.
Bria, how many times have we cleaned up after your dog? Literally
while you out partying and stuff, folks picking up after Milo.
Oh, man. Listen here, Bria would have had to go home for me. I'm sorry.
So moving on, Shanice and Noelle, they're outside drinking, eating snacks, running from bugs, not doing no work.
Of course not.
So Nick's friend and cousin arrive. Tasia later on arrives. Nick set up some flower petals on her bed.
Nice.
Jordan talks to Summer about her saying it's not easy to be friends with them.
The information she got from Natalie.
Right. Summer says that her relationships are falling apart, and Jordan pretty much tells her, you really should just probably pull Bria aside and talk to her. And I think that was good of Jordan to not internalize what Summer said and was just like, clearly your issue is not with me. Like, we don't have a problem.
Listen here.
So the person you have a problem with 100%. Is who you need to talk to,
Listen here. I'm usually on Jordan's head, but Jordan didn't turn into the Hawk this time. Yeah. She was stern now. Yeah. She was stern as in, like, this is what you said. I'm coming to the source. But she didn't Jordan the situation, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right. Bria tells Jordan and Summer, that's why your man treats you like that.
Well, that's what Bria told Summer.
Told Summer that. Yeah. So she sees Summer has pain, and Summer's just not being honest about it. Bria wants to keep Summer at a distance because she doesn't trust her.
Well, here's the thing. Just to get us off the murky waters a little bit, I think Bria wasn't that drunk that night. So Summer said when she walked out the room, that's why your man don't F with you like that.
Yeah, and Bria's telling Jordan that to say Summer was talking crazy.
So in a way, that kind of like, hey, I remember what you said. Right. You get what I'm saying? If we all was drunk, then you may have bail. But I wasn't that drunk. And you kind of like stormed out the room with that, where that wasn't even a topic of conversation.
Right. And that was something Bria opened up about.
Exactly.
And was used against her.
Exactly. The same thing that was used against Jordan in some type of way. Dude, you kind of see how, you see how you was close in the proximity.
Gotcha.
You're almost on the bullseye, but I'm going to still follow you.
Thank you. Well, Summer tries to pull Bria for a chat. Bria's not ready. She's sitting there talking to a couple of the ladies, talking to Jordan, and I think it was Jasmine, and basically just like talking about what happened with Summer.
Yeah, she's spilling the tea. And Summer was like, can we talk? And she was like, I'm not done spilling the tea about you. You know what I mean? She
said she still got to get ready. She's not in the mood to talk to Summer right now. So the guests start to arrive. Yeah. Summer has decided not to drink tonight. Okay. So she's getting some mocktails made. Mark, what's his name? Amir.
I'm about to say his name is Mark. Okay.
Like, who is Mark?
Okay.
Amir comes into the kitchen where Mariah is, and he's just coming in, getting some more drinks, saying, hey, and Mariah's like, can I pull you to talk for a second?
Yeah.
So she tells him that she was hurt by him for not speaking up about the dog stuff mixed in with the clothes.
Yeah.
And Mariah's like, no one in their right mind would do that. You're a realtor. Like, you should know about house etiquette.
I don't see how you connected the two.
I don't either. And Amir doesn't either.
Dude, you know where I thought she was going to go before she, like, took me on a detour? I thought she was going to say something like, you're a realtor. Don't you want your clothes, like, nice?
Yeah, okay.
I thought she would go something with that. Like, you could have ruined my clothes. But, you know, even the analogy, it took me for a loop. But continue.
Amir is just like, accidents happen.
Okay.
Mariah says that she just wanted an apology, and Amir is sorry that it happened. Not sorry for what he did, but that the things happened.
No. Let me paint him right. He's sorry for what he did.
He didn't say that in his apology.
But he's not sorry for what she did.
I got you.
And I took it as he apologized for what happened for putting the clothes in the washer.
No, I didn't take it that way.
Why not?
Because he said, I'm sorry it happened. He didn't say, I'm sorry for what I did. He didn't take any ownership. I'm sorry that the chain of events happened.
I felt like my problem with Amir, even though I felt like he apologized, let me paint him just a little bit red a little bit.
Okay.
My problem with Amir, in that flashback, when Mariah was blowing up, the camera went to Amir, and Amir put his hand up as if he was about to admit that it was him.
Yeah.
But he put it back down, and he didn't say anything. So that's a cowardly move, right? I feel like Mariah wants an apology for what played out. Basically, like, hey, I got kicked off the show, and the opportunity was robbed from me in that moment. You can like basically you are the source of basically getting me kicked off the show, right? Of getting sent home. And I feel like Amir is like, well, I didn't get you kicked off the show. Right. I didn't tell you to put hands on anybody. Right? I made a mistake of putting basically the laundry in with the dog clothes, which I feel like he wanted to make sure, and maybe my perception is off, let me know. I felt like he wants to make it a clear line that I made a mistake of putting your clothes in there, but I did not get you kicked off the show. Okay. Even though I think a lot of people are putting it together.
No, I don't think so.
I think a lot of people are.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people are like, Amir's the reason why Mariah got kicked off the show. And Amir's like, not really. I didn't get her kicked off the show. I may have started the chain of events. But her choosing to handle it is not me. But, you know, I could be wrong. I'll straight take it if I'm wrong. Well,
she wanted him to understand his part in the situation, and he tells her that she is responsible for her own reaction. So, and then he is pretty much just like, you know, I don't really know what you want from me as far as anything else. And then Mariah's just like, well, you know, I really don't need anything else from you. Like, this was fine. Yeah. So they part ways. So I do think that Amir could do a better part of copping to his contributions, and really laying that out clearly and saying what he did, and apologizing for having a role in the breakdown.
That's fair.
But he's not going to give that to her. So I think she better just like move on.
And that kind of sucks, because even though you're not the reason why she was off the show, we do kind of look at your character like, yeah, like that's kind of wild. You get what I'm saying?
Or even in the moment, if he could have stood up for her and just been like, I don't think Mariah should go. Like, you know, I kind of contributed to this, and I'm sorry she reacted this way.
Bria was going to Bria. Bria was going to Bria though.
Yeah, but I'm saying he definitely could have had a voice in the situation.
That's fair. Yeah, because like it just seemed kind of strange. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? That at that moment when we saw the flashback where you put your hand up, you were about to say something, but you put your hand down. I'm just like, hey man. And I didn't like how he tried to play off like you know, Mariah cornered me and wanted like nah. She texts you or DM you and says, I feel like you should publicly apologize, right? You apologize in the DM or based on what we saw on the screenshot episodes ago, but she wanted a public apology and things like that. She was going to get her public apology.
Yeah, she got her moment.
Exactly.
But it still wasn't still wasn't what she wanted. He wasn't going to give her what she wanted.
Okay.
So Amir is talking to Alex and talking about how the conversation with Alex and Nick. Mm-hmm. And Nick says, "Look, y'all not going to be talking about laundry like a whole year later. Like this is a mess. Like y'all need the situation.
It's not about the laundry, Amir. It's about your character. Mm-hmm. It's about knowing that you did something and you let someone take the blame for it. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know?
No, because he allowed her. Well, okay, I'll leave it. So
what were you gonna say?
I don't remember now.
Okay, well, thank you.
Bria says that there's a lot of people here. Shanice agrees that she can't get down the way she normally would because the people are bougie.
Okay.
So
I don't know about Bria, man. I really don't. And the thing about it is, I want to like Bria because I'm like, you know, like I feel like that dog saves Bria a lot. I feel like if Bria didn't have that dog, we would be like, get Bria off the show. But she's such a unique character because she's the one that got the dog, and the camera always be on the dog. The camera's going to be on the dog at least 4 times every episode.
Right, but Bria do be tripping. If I was living in that house, I'd be extremely annoyed because why are you always yelling? Like, what's the issue? Every single day we got an issue. Mm-hmm. So Preston talks to Summer about what she said about it being hard being his friend. Yeah. Summer explains how the relationship can sometimes get heavy and how she was jealous of the fun in the other ladies' relationships. Mm-hmm. She said life just feels heavy for her right now. She tells him she loves being his friend though. He says, you know, I think that I'm a fun person to be around. If ever you feel like I'm putting too much weight on you, just let me know. He's like, I can be the fun friend. Just communicate with me pretty much.
Okay.
And I thought that Preston handled that so well. He really did.
Okay.
So Jordan and Preston in the confessional, they're saying like they like to have fun, but they also like to get deep in their relationships. Mm-hmm. And Jordan is saying that Summer could have expressed to them if things were too heavy. So and I think that's the issue with Summer as well, is that she is choosing not to communicate with people. Yeah. It's one thing to not to want to communicate your problems because you don't want to be a burden, but you can also communicate like, hey y'all, I'm going through some stuff, like, can y'all talk to each other about this? Like, I don't have the capacity, you know?
That's even weird, though.
I mean, that's weird to me, too. But some people can't handle other people's stuff.
Then you can't be friends with nobody. Because after a certain age, everybody goes through stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like, after a while, I can't take the excuse of life be lifing because we're all at the age to where somebody's going to die in your family, a grandmother, a grandfather, a parent. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're old enough to where life becomes real for you. You're not 16 anymore. You get what I'm saying? I wonder, and we don't have the answer, but I wonder, even though they handle it good, Jordan and Preston, about Summer, I wonder if their friendship kind of changed. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Preston even said it in a confessional. He said, I thought it was the 3 of us. Like I thought it was like really like we basically just leaning on each other, but like you took it as if like you have to take on our burdens a little heavier than like anybody else. So I wonder if they just like, you know what, I know how to deal with you now. And
maybe so. Maybe they realize that Summer can't handle certain things, and maybe
that sucks though.
They'll be more conscious of the fact that I might call Jordan instead of calling Summer.
That sucks though.
It does suck. But the thing is, like, you have friends for all different rhymes and reasons and seasons, and sometimes you know that certain people have certain limitations.
The reality why it sucks is because eventually you're not going to be a friend.
Okay.
Like if we was used to having deep conversations and things of that nature, and now you're downgraded to just a friend that if I want to go out to eat, you just come out to eat with me. Eventually, like, I don't just want to eat with somebody who I just go out to eat with. I want to eat with someone who I have deep conversation with, a deep connection with. You know what I'm saying? So if I figure that you can't have deep connections as an adult, like, eventually you're going to fall off.
But I think that's a personal preference. I think that some people don't require that level of deepness in their friendships for everybody.
I don't know. I think
I don't agree with it, but I think that some people handle people accordingly.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, tell us what y'all think. So Jordan walks by and not Jordan walks by. Somebody walks by, and Amir turns around. He's like, "Is that Jordan?"
Yeah,
because there's a lady with a similar wig,
Jordan clone,
and an outfit that came into the party, and he couldn't tell if it was her or not. So Natalie's upset because he thought she was saying like, "Oh, dang, is that Jordan?" Like saying like, "Oh, she looked good," and he's like explaining to her, "These girls got different wigs. Like the girl looked like her. I couldn't tell if it was her. Like I wasn't trying to say like, oh, like she looked fine or whatever like that. I just didn't know who was walking behind me."
First of all, if you watched last season, Natalie, you will see that there's nothing going on with Amir and Jordan.
Absolutely not.
At least from Amir's point of view. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Amir tried. He got Jordaned. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it's that insecurity. Because at the end of the day, as much money as you may say you make, everybody wants the ball. You're not on TV. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And you feel insecure. When you were so on Discord just scenes ago, now you're immature in the kitchen with the pizzas. Talking about some, oh no, like is that Jordan? Is like why did you say that?
Yeah.
What you mean? That's my Martha's Vineyard friend. Like even if she did look nice, like is that Jordan? Okay, she looked nice. I'm with you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
So Nick is giving a speech to everybody.
Yeah.
He thanks Tasia for coming, as well as all the other guests. He tells them how he ran a 5K this morning. Everyone claps. Okay. Acknowledge the 5K.
Finally.
And he explains why the number 5 is important to him, how he lost his line brother. And he says that his line brother had more to give to the world and Nick really misses him.
Yeah, it was sad.
So into the party, the guys are strolling. Yeah. They give us a rundown of the Divine Nine, what it means. So people got some knowledge for those who didn't know about that already.
Okay.
Then Phil arrives.
Hey, Phil.
Everybody's dancing, having a good time. Ain't nobody worried about Phil. Summer is exhausted. She says she needed to step away for some quiet time, so she went ahead and went to bed.
Yeah.
Everybody else is swag surfing in the living room.
Nice. I love when black people act like black people. Do you, Natalie? Is this too much for you? Because listen here, the Greeks are in the house now. You listen, signs are being thrown, foot is being stomped, shoulders are being shimmied. You get what I'm saying? Is this too much for you, Natalie? You get what I'm saying?
So Simon comes down in a flamingo costume.
Oh my!
And
goodness.
Bria is hot.
Yeah.
She tells him, put it away. She's gonna pop it. He is embarrassing her. Nick doesn't think now is the time or place for Simon to wear these costumes. Yeah. But we see Tasia and him talking, and Tasia's like, just laugh at it. Yeah, like, it's just not that deep.
He ain't hurt nobody.
Well, Bria grabs Simon to go upstairs. Preston's telling Bria to stop tripping because she's yelling at Simon, talking about she's going to break up with him if he don't come upstairs. So he takes the costume off, and then he goes to grab some more liquor.
Yeah.
Simon goes into the room with Bria, and Bria's telling him that he's bugging. She tells him her problems is that he's not respecting her, and she says the relationship is over. Okay. She says she told him not to wear it. We see a clip of Bria not saying that. But Bria tells him...
Hold on. Bria did say it.
She did? I didn't hear her say it in the clip.
Bria said it in the... She said it in the flashback. She said, yeah, I don't think you should wear the Flamingo. So she did. Okay. So she did say that in the flashback.
Okay, thank you for saving me from that. So Bria tells him to pack his stuff up and to leave.
Can I go first or you go first?
You go first.
Bria, you can't be with a white male and then be mad when he do white male stuff. Because I feel like this, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I feel like Bria likes to be with Simon is his name. Yep. Because it gives her some type of elitist, like, oh, look at my man. He lives in Germany. He's German. You get what I'm saying? I go overseas I live in Germany half the year and I be here. And like you like the whole look at my man, he's unique thing. But when he uniquely go get a flamingo and start stomping in the party and things of that nature, all of a sudden it's too much. I think, Bria, don't be embarrassed by who you with. Don't be embarrassed by who you with. This is the man you chose. You chose to be with this. You chose to be with this man. You get what I'm saying? You knew who this man was. When he came with the flamingo, obviously he loved flamingos or whatever it was on his pajamas and things of that nature. Because to him, he's like, I'm getting all this traction, all this friction from just wearing a flamingo suit. Like, that's crazy. But you got to understand, Simon been drunk since he been there. Simon been drunk or asleep. I don't think he been sober at any point of the time that he got there. So is it weird that he excused herself for the party, put on a flamingo suit, and came back downstairs and was standing around, and Jordan even looked at him like, what the hell is going on? Okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yes, it's weird, but you're with him.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Dude, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just very like, Bria, relax. You get what I'm saying? What was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, my thoughts was just like, Bria, you know who you're with. You know, he brought the thing clearly for a reason. He wanted to wear it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, my thing is like, why even bring it? You know, mm-hmm. But he wanted to wear it. He wanted to make people laugh and, you know, have like a light, fun time or whatever the case may be. So honestly, I didn't think it was that deep. I would have looked at it at the party and laughed and kept going about what I was doing. Yeah. But she felt really embarrassed. So, you know, I don't fault her for saying like, hey, can we take this off? Like, I don't fault her for doing that. But, you know, Bria always goes to like 1,000. Yeah. So it's not going to be no, hey, please talk to me. Da, da, da. No, she's going to Bria.
Yeah. So, and my thing is, if you're going to do interracial relationships in that matter, you have to accept them for when they act like themselves. You get what I'm saying? What if she was part of the Divine Nine or something like that, and she started, you know, doing her squeaking and stuff like that, or just doing whatever she throwing up the signs, and he's like, you're embarrassing me. You get what I'm saying? So you got to accept them. Don't accept them because you just look good and you like to live in another part of the country, except when he brings the flamingo suit out. Mm-hmm. Now, she even said, dude, you feel like it was disrespectful to Nick's party because, you know, Nick was kind of honoring his friend as well. Yeah. Dude, you think the flamingo suit was kind of...
I mean, I think that's for Nick to say if he felt it was dishonoring his friend. I wouldn't have... If I was Nick, I wouldn't have taken it that way. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a party. We're not, like, at a...
But it's luxury, though. Everybody's suited and booted in the way, and this guy comes downstairs in a flamingo suit. It kind of cheapened the mood. They're like, you view it that way?
I can see how it could be viewed that way. Okay. Like, we're all here. We all got dressed up nice. This is a Luxe event. And then this white guy comes and makes a mockery of it. So I can completely see that.
It's in here, man.
Yeah, I can completely see that. But I'm just not that wound up that tight in that way. Okay. I'm just like, I thought it would have been funny, and then I probably wouldn't have paid attention to him the rest of the night. Like, it just wouldn't have. It just wouldn't have stuck with me. I would have continued on my evening. He doesn't make or break the evening, at least to me.
You can't miss that flamingo suit.
I'm not saying he wouldn't stand out, but I'm saying that wouldn't be the center of my night. It just wouldn't.
My only question is...
I mean, what about you?
No.
You wouldn't have cared?
I wouldn't have been with someone of
No, that. I'm saying, do you think it cheapened Nick's party? Do you think it was
like,
a bad look?
But my thing is like, yo, like, we have... When you in a party with mixed company, and I'm saying that as nice as possible, I just expect anything. Okay. So it's like, I would be like, what the hell you got for flamingo suit? Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't... You pick your battles. I just wouldn't have cared. Like, I definitely would have been like, he's a weirdo, but I just would have kept moving. My thing is, did you have the flamingo suit yesterday? Or not yesterday, during the Freaknik? Because it seemed like that's the most...
Yeah, I feel like that would have been the time to pull it out.
I'm about to say, like, if you had that suit and I ain't see it at the last event, but you brought out for mine, I'd be like, what about my event that made you think a flamingo suit was the dress code? Yeah. I gave y'all the dress code. I had the house meeting and things like that. I don't know if Bria relayed the news. You get what I'm saying? I had flowers arrangements, sound system. We all in nice clothes and things like that. Yes, we had pizza. I understand that. But at the same time, it's supposed to be a luxury party. What about me that made you want to bring out a flamingo suit today and not at Freaknik when we was at the water? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Anything else to add?
That's all I got.
Listen here, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, leave y'all comments on what y'all thought about the episode, about our conversations on things that I missed. If y'all felt like Amir apologized, let me know. If you feel like he didn't, let me know as well. Anything else?
No.
Y'all be good.
Bye.
Bye.